Stop wasting money on new routers when your current setup is probably fine. Most home Wi-Fi problems come from terrible configuration, not terrible hardware, and you can fix almost everything in the next 8 minutes without spending a single dollar. Your router already has features you've never touched that will double your speed in the rooms that matter most, and I'm going to show you exactly which settings to change right now. Interference from other electronics is invisible but devastating, especially the microwave that shares the exact 2.4 GHz frequency your router uses. When someone heats up lunch, your Wi-Fi dies for 2 minutes because the microwave leaks radiation that drowns out the router's signal within 15 feet. Baby monitors, cordless phones, and Bluetooth speakers all operate in the same frequency range. Move your router at least 10 feet away from the microwave and any other 2.4 GHz devices, or switch those problem devices to 5 GHz if they support it, which most modern ones do. Here's the decision tree. If you have one dead zone and can run an Ethernet cable there, buy a cheap access point for $30 and hardwire it. If you can't run cable and the dead zone is within 30 feet of the router with one wall between, try an extender but expect half speed. If you have multiple dead zones throughout a large house and money to spend, mesh makes sense. If you have thick walls and old wiring, try Powerline but test it within the return window. Most people need the access point solution, but buy mesh because it's marketed better. Measuring actual throughput means testing the real-world speed of the activities you care about, not just the big number on a speed test. Speed tests measure burst speed to the nearest server, which isn't the same as sustained download speed from a real website or streaming service. Download a large file from a fast server and watch the transfer speed, or stream a 4K video and check the stats for playback quality. If your speed test says 200 megabits but your downloads hover at 50, something between you and the internet is bottlenecking, probably your router's outdated firmware or a bad DNS setting. Quality of service, or QoS, lets you prioritize which devices and activities get bandwidth first, which matters when multiple people are streaming, gaming, and video calling at once. Without QoS, every device gets equal bandwidth, so your kid watching YouTube in 4K can starve your work video call into a pixelated mess. Enable QoS in your router settings, then assign high priority to your work laptop and video conferencing ports, medium to streaming devices, and low to downloads and smart home gadgets. This prevents bandwidth fights and keeps critical activities smooth even when the network is loaded. One last thing people miss: your devices themselves might be the bottleneck, not your network. A laptop from 2015 with an old Wi-Fi card maxes out at 150 megabits, even if your router pushes 900. Check your device's Wi-Fi adapter specs in the system settings or device manager. If it only supports Wi-Fi 4 or 802.11n, it can't use the faster speeds your router offers on 5 GHz. You can buy a USB Wi-Fi adapter with Wi-Fi 5 or 6 support for $20 to $40, which is way cheaper than replacing the whole laptop and instantly unlocks the speeds you're already paying for. Everything is linked in the description below. Subscribe for the coolest tech first.